I wonder if you could speak to whether you think adults can talk too much to little children, explain too much, and just too much verbalization. Is that something that is your experience?
Yeah, we can ask, why do we think we need to talk so much? What is it that makes it this habit of explaining everything? What kind of insecurity is it? Is it because we think our children is stupid? No. Is it because we think we have to teach it? But how much do you understand the first 7 years? When you think back, how much do you remember of explanations? We don't. That's not what we understand. What we remember. What we remember is something that is connected to sense impression, feeling well, smell, food, tasting. So it is a very cultural thing, this, that we have to explain everything. And you can hear how children have very selective hearing. As they sort of, when they are around 4 or 5, they don't do as we say, even though we think they understand it. But they have had so much pollution around them that they stop hearing it. So in one way we have to talk with our children because they need to learn the language. But at the other hand, we also have to understand how important it is not to say too much. So if we want them to listen, because they cannot concentrate very long. I can remember, I have 2 boys and a girl, and when my boys have been to the farm with their father, and they came back and I said, "No, what have you done?" "Nothing." "What did you talk about?" "We didn't talk." And they had a great time, because they had just been together. At last, somebody who do not talk. And they've just been working and picking apples and sort them out, and they were in the being together. They didn't know all these words. Where often the many words is to secure ourselves, or maybe we are not telling it to the children, but to the people around more than actually the children. So there is a lot of inner work for us to be able to be quiet and not talk all the time. Do we dare to be quiet? What happens when we don't speak? And often this, not to say so much, it's maybe open for dialogue where we start listening. So I think for adults nowadays, we really have to penetrate why we need to speak so much. And can I have time during the day where I do not need to speak, where I dare to close the cell phone, where I just can be in my thoughts and in my being? And often that is actually, it comes by itself when you do walking. For the most. So giving a lot of explanation to children is useless, because the children, they don't understand it and do not hear. We hear ourselves saying, "I have hundreds of times told you." Yes. So why do you think you need to say it hundreds of times? Because I do not understand it. That would be an answer the child could beg. And often we manipulate a lot with the children. We ask them, "Do you want to go to Granny?" The child is playing. "No." No, Granny loves you. Come on, we have to go. No. Grandma is making the best food for you, all the delicacies you like. No. And the child keeps saying no because it doesn't want. But you want to go. So instead of, you're saying to the child, in 5 minutes we will leave. The decision is taken. It's not a discussion. You don't say that. You just say, 5 minutes we leave, because you give a little time for the child to finish. And then you put on the clothes, and then you take the child. So if we were better at taking decision and finding out what we wanted to do, we would make the life easier together. So it's a challenge to learn to be more quiet. Yeah.